Welcome to Australia. Australia, a place where ancient landscapes meet modern wonders, where vibrant cities pulse with energy and untamed wilderness stretches to the horizon. Today, I'll take you on a captivating journey through the world's largest island and smallest continent, a land of extraordinary contrasts and endless fascination. Situated in the southern hemisphere, between the Indian and Pacific Oceans, Australia's unique geographical isolation has shaped its distinctive identity. Did you know that Australia is home to over 10,000 beaches spanning 3 time zones, and that kangaroos outnumber people 2 to 1? From the world's largest coral reef to the spiritual heart of the Outback, Australia offers a blend of iconic destinations and hidden treasures waiting to be discovered. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to stand on the easternmost point of an entire continent, or to swim in ancient crater lakes formed millions of years ago? Throughout this guide, we'll explore the most extraordinary corners of this remarkable country and uncover the experiences that make Australia truly unique. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more travel adventures and don't miss our exclusive deals on flights and accommodations to Australia. The link is in the description below. Now, let's begin our journey through the wonders of Australia. Sydney. Sydney, the dazzling harbour city of Australia. Located on the east coast of the country, Sydney is the capital of New South Wales and is renowned for its iconic skyline, stunning beaches, and vibrant city life. Situated along the breathtaking coastline of the Pacific Ocean, Sydney enjoys a temperate climate, making it a fantastic destination year-round. The city is built around Sydney Harbour, with the famous Sydney Opera House and Sydney Harbour Bridge acting as its crown jewels. Whether you're drawn to its natural beauty, rich history, or thriving cultural scene, Sydney has something for everyone. Sydney has a deep and fascinating history, beginning with the indigenous Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, who have lived in the area for tens of thousands of years. Their cultural heritage is still evident today through art, stories, and landmarks that honour their legacy. In 1788, Sydney became the site of the first British colony in Australia when the first fleet arrived at Port Jackson. Over the centuries, it has grown into Australia's largest and most cosmopolitan city, attracting people from all around the world. Today, Sydney is a multicultural hub known for its arts, fashion, and world-famous festivals such as Vivid Sydney and the Sydney Festival. No visit to Sydney is complete without experiencing the Sydney Opera House. This architectural masterpiece, designed by Danish architect Jørn Utzon, is one of the most recognizable buildings in the world. Situated at Bennelong Point, it overlooks the sparkling waters of Sydney Harbour and is home to world-class performances in opera, theatre, and music. To fully appreciate the Opera House, take a guided tour that takes you behind the scenes, revealing fascinating details about its construction and history. If you have time, catch a live performance or simply relax at one of the nearby cafes while taking in the stunning views of the harbour. From here, you can also take a leisurely stroll along Circular Quay, where street performers, ferry rides, and breathtaking views of the harbour bridge await. Sydney's food scene is as diverse as its people, offering everything from fine dining to casual eats. One must-try dish is the classic Sydney rock oysters, fresh from the pristine waters surrounding the city. If you're in the mood for something hearty, indulge in a delicious Australian meat pie, a flaky pastry filled with rich, savoury meat gravy. For those with a sweet tooth, nothing beats a slice of lamington, an Australian sponge cake coated in chocolate and coconut. As we conclude our journey through Sydney, I hope you've gained a new appreciation for its rich history, stunning landmarks, and mouth-watering cuisine. Whether you're exploring the Opera House, savouring fresh seafood, or simply enjoying the beautiful harbour views, Sydney is a city that leaves a lasting impression. What part of Sydney excites you the most? Have you visited before, or is it on your travel bucket list? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Whitsundays. Whitsundays. Located off the coast of Queensland in the heart of the Great Barrier Reef, the Whitsundays is a collection of 74 breathtaking islands, surrounded by crystal-clear turquoise waters and pristine white sand beaches. This tropical paradise is nestled between the northeast coast of Australia and the Coral Sea, offering year-round sunshine and warm weather. As we set sail or fly over this spectacular region, you'll witness a dazzling blend of marine life, vibrant coral reefs, and lush national parks. Whether you're here for adventure, relaxation, or exploration, the Whitsundays has something for everyone. The Whitsundays is not just about breathtaking scenery, it has a rich cultural and historical heritage. These islands were originally inhabited by the Ngaro people, one of Australia's oldest indigenous groups, dating back over 9,000 years. They were skilled seafarers, navigating the waters in bark canoes and living off the abundant marine life. Today, you can still see their ancient rock art and stone tools on Hook Island, providing a glimpse into their incredible past. The name Whitsundays comes from British explorer Captain James Cook, who sailed through the area on Whitsunday in 1770. However, due to a miscalculation of the international dateline, the actual day was a Monday. Despite the mix-up, the name stuck, and today, the Whitsundays is a premier global travel destination, attracting visitors from all over the world. Now, let's dive into one of its most famous landmarks. No trip to the Whitsundays is complete without a visit to Whitehaven Beach. This world-renowned beach, located on Whitsunday Island, stretches over 7 kilometers and boasts the purest silica sand in the world, so fine that it feels like soft powder beneath your feet. The sand's brilliant white color never gets too hot, making it perfect for a barefoot stroll along the shoreline. For the best panoramic view, we'll take a short hike up to Hill Inlet Lookout, where the swirling patterns of white sand and blue water create a mesmerizing natural masterpiece. This view is one of the most photographed in Australia, and once you see it with your own eyes, you'll understand why. Whether you choose to swim, sunbathe, or simply take in the tranquility, Whitehaven Beach promises an unforgettable experience. After all that exploring, let's talk about food. The Whitsundays is famous for its fresh seafood, and one dish you absolutely must try is the mouth-watering barramundi, grilled to perfection and served with tropical mango salsa. Another local specialty is Moreton Bay bugs, a type of slipper lobster with tender, succulent meat that pairs perfectly with butter and lemon. As we wrap up our tour, I hope you've fallen in love with the magic of the Whitsundays. From its ancient indigenous heritage to its world-famous beaches and delectable cuisine, this paradise offers a unique blend of natural beauty and cultural richness. So, whether you're planning your next vacation or just dreaming of tropical escapes, let the Whitsundays be at the top of your list. What part of this tour excited you the most? Have you visited the Whitsundays before, or is it on your travel bucket list? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Melbourne. Melbourne, Australia's cultural capital and one of the most livable cities in the world. Located in the southeastern part of Australia, Melbourne is the capital of Victoria and sits on the northern shore of Port Phillip Bay. The city is renowned for its ever-changing weather, earning the nickname "Four Seasons in One Day." Melbourne is a vibrant metropolis filled with stunning architecture, lush gardens, and a mix of historic and modern attractions. From its charming laneways to its bustling waterfront, there's always something to discover in this cosmopolitan city. Melbourne has a fascinating history that dates back thousands of years, beginning with the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, the traditional custodians of the land. Their deep connection to the Yarra River, or Birrarung, shaped their way of life, and their stories still echo through the city's landscapes today. The city itself was founded in 1835 by European settlers and quickly grew into a thriving economic hub during the Victorian gold rush of the 1850s. This era brought immense wealth, leading to the construction of grand buildings, including Flinders Street Station and the Royal Exhibition Building. Today, Melbourne is a multicultural melting pot, home to diverse communities from all over the world, making it a hub for art, fashion, coffee, and world-class sporting events like the Australian Open and the Melbourne Cup. One of the best places to experience Melbourne's vibrant energy is Federation Square. Located in the heart of the city, opposite Flinders Street Station, this modern architectural masterpiece is a gathering place for locals and tourists alike. Here, you'll find the Ian Potter Centre, NGV Australia, showcasing an impressive collection of Indigenous and Australian art. If you're interested in film, the Australian Centre for the Moving Image ACME offers interactive exhibitions about cinema, television, and digital culture. Federation Square is also a hotspot for live music, cultural festivals, and outdoor screenings, making it the perfect place to soak up the city's creative atmosphere. And don't forget to take a stroll along the nearby Yarra River, where you can enjoy breathtaking views of Melbourne's skyline and explore the lively South Bank precinct filled with cafes, bars, and street performers. Now, let's talk about something Melbourne is truly famous for: its incredible food scene. First on the list is the classic Melbourne coffee culture. The city is home to some of the best baristas in the world, so don't leave without trying a perfectly brewed flat white or cappuccino from one of the many charming laneway cafes. For food, one must-try dish is the iconic Melbourne meat pie, a flaky pastry filled with rich, savoury beef gravy. If you're after something more modern, Melbourne's Queen Victoria Market is a food lover's paradise, offering everything from fresh seafood to gourmet delicacies. As we wrap up our tour of Melbourne, I hope you've been inspired by its rich history, dynamic culture, and unforgettable flavors. Whether you're wandering through the hidden laneways, exploring its world-class museums, or sipping on a delicious coffee, Melbourne never fails to surprise and delight. What part of Melbourne excites you the most? Have you visited this incredible city before, or is it on your travel bucket list? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. The Kimberley. The Kimberley. Located in the northernmost part of Western Australia, the Kimberley spans over 423,000 square kilometres, making it one of the last true wilderness frontiers on Earth. Bordered by the Timor Sea to the north and the Great Sandy Desert to the south, this rugged landscape is characterised by dramatic gorges, stunning waterfalls, and vast savannas. The Kimberley's isolation and natural beauty make it a paradise for adventurers and nature lovers alike. Whether you're here to explore its ancient rock formations, cruise along its winding rivers, or immerse yourself in its rich indigenous heritage, there's something truly special about this untouched land. The Kimberley is home to some of the oldest known human settlements in the world, with Aboriginal communities having lived here for over 60,000 years. The region's traditional owners include the Wunambal, Gaambera, Bunuba, and Guniandi peoples, among many others, each with their own unique languages, traditions, and deep spiritual connection to the land. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Kimberley's indigenous heritage is its ancient rock art. The Bradshaw, or Guion paintings, estimated to be over 20,000 years old, depict intricate human figures and are considered some of the most significant rock art sites globally. The Wandjina rock paintings, found in various locations across the region, are equally mesmerizing, representing ancestral spirits believed to have created the land and its people. European exploration of the Kimberley began in the early 1800s, but due to its harsh environment, settlement was slow. The discovery of pearling grounds and cattle farming opportunities eventually drew more settlers, shaping the region's modern industries. Today, the Kimberley remains a place of both cultural preservation and natural wonder, where ancient traditions blend with contemporary life. One of the most breathtaking sights in the Kimberley is the horizontal falls, located in Talbot Bay. Unlike any other waterfall in the world, this natural wonder is caused by massive tidal movements rushing through narrow coastal gorges, creating a waterfall effect that runs horizontally instead of vertically. The best way to experience the falls is by seaplane or speedboat, which will take you right up to the roaring currents. As you witness the sheer force of nature in action, you'll understand why legendary broadcaster David Attenborough described horizontal falls as one of the greatest natural wonders of the world. Be sure to bring your camera. This is a sight you won't want to forget. After a day of exploring, it's time to indulge in the Kimberley's unique flavors. One must-try dish is barramundi, a delicious freshwater fish that's best enjoyed grilled with a squeeze of lemon. For those looking for something more exotic, bush tucker delicacies such as kangaroo, bush tomatoes, and wild rosella flowers offer a true taste of the outback. As we conclude our tour of the Kimberley, I hope you've gained a deeper appreciation for this remarkable region. From its ancient cultural heritage and breathtaking landscapes to its incredible food and wildlife, the Kimberley is a destination unlike any other. Whether you're planning your visit or simply dreaming of an outback adventure, let the Kimberley inspire your next journey. What part of the Kimberley excites you the most? Have you explored this vast wilderness before, or is it on your travel bucket list? Let's continue the conversation in the comments. Queensland. Queensland. Located in the northeastern part of the country, Queensland is the second largest state, spanning from the tropical rainforests in the north to the golden beaches of the south. Bordered by the Coral Sea to the east, this stunning region is home to world-famous attractions like the Great Barrier Reef, the Daintree Rainforest, and the vibrant city of Brisbane. Queensland is known as the Sunshine State because of its warm climate, making it a perfect year-round travel destination. Whether you're an adventure seeker, a nature lover, or someone who enjoys relaxing by the beach, Queensland offers something for everyone. Queensland has a deep-rooted history that dates back over 60,000 years, with the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, the original custodians of the land. Their cultures, traditions, and dreamtime stories are woven into the landscapes, from the lush rainforests to the rugged outback. Many of Queensland's most iconic sites, including the Great Barrier Reef and Uluru, hold great spiritual significance to these communities. In 1770, British explorer Captain James Cook charted the coastline of Queensland, leading to European settlement in the 19th century. The discovery of gold and the expansion of agriculture played a major role in Queensland's rapid development. Today, Queensland is a melting pot of cultures, blending indigenous heritage with influences from European, Asian, and Pacific Island communities, creating a dynamic and diverse society. One of the most famous and spectacular attractions in Queensland is the Great Barrier Reef. Spanning over 2,300 kilometers along the coast, it is the largest coral reef system in the world and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. With its vibrant marine life, crystal clear waters, and breathtaking coral formations, this underwater paradise is a must-visit destination for any traveler. The best way to experience the Great Barrier Reef is through a snorkeling or scuba diving tour, where you can get up close with colorful fish, sea turtles, and even reef sharks. If you prefer to stay dry, glass-bottom boat tours offer an incredible way to witness the reef's beauty from above. Cairns and the Whitsundays are the most popular gateways to the reef, with numerous tour operators providing unforgettable excursions. No trip to Queensland is complete without indulging in its delicious local cuisine. One of the most famous dishes is the Moreton Bay bug, a type of lobster found in Queensland's warm waters. Served grilled with garlic butter or fresh in a seafood platter, it's a true delicacy for seafood lovers. As we wrap up our journey through Queensland, I hope you've been inspired by its incredible landscapes, rich history, and mouth-watering flavors. Whether you're exploring the Great Barrier Reef, hiking through lush rainforests, or indulging in fresh seafood, Queensland is a destination that promises unforgettable experiences. Fraser Island. Fraser Island, a true natural wonder, located off the coast of Queensland, Australia. Known as Kagari, meaning paradise in the language of the Butchulla people, this island is the largest sand island in the world, stretching over 120 kilometers in length and about 22 kilometers in width. Situated within the Great Sandy National Park, Fraser Island is a UNESCO World Heritage listed site and is famous for its diverse ecosystems, pristine beaches, lush rainforests, and crystal-clear freshwater lakes. Fraser Island is only accessible by ferry, with major departure points from Hervey Bay and Rainbow Beach. The island's terrain is rugged, making it an ideal destination for four-wheel driving enthusiasts. With no sealed roads, navigating through its sandy tracks is an adventure in itself. Fraser Island has a rich cultural and historical heritage, dating back over 5,000 years. The Butchulla people, the traditional custodians of the land, lived in harmony with nature, relying on the island's abundant resources for food, medicine, and shelter. Their deep connection to the land is evident in their Dreamtime stories, which describe the island's creation and spiritual significance. European explorers first arrived in the early 1800s, and the island was later named after Eliza Fraser, a Scottish woman who was shipwrecked here in 1836. The island saw extensive logging in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, but conservation efforts eventually led to its protection as a national park. Today, Fraser Island remains a place of cultural significance, and visitors are encouraged to respect and learn about the Butchulla people's enduring connection to this land. One of the most breathtaking locations on Fraser Island is Lake Mackenzie, a stunning freshwater lake renowned for its crystal-clear waters and pure silica sand. This perched lake, meaning it is only fed by rainwater, has no connecting streams or rivers, making it one of the cleanest lakes in the world. As you step onto the soft, powdery white sand and dip your toes into the refreshing blue water, you'll understand why Lake Mackenzie is a must-visit destination. Swimming here is an unforgettable experience, as the lake's high purity levels create a silky smooth feel on the skin. The surrounding eucalyptus forests add to the serene atmosphere, making it a perfect spot for relaxation, photography, and picnicking. If you're feeling adventurous, take a short bushwalk around the lake to immerse yourself in the island's natural beauty. Remember to respect the environment. No soaps or sunscreen in the lake, as its delicate ecosystem needs to be preserved for generations to come. After a day of exploring, it's time to indulge in some of Fraser Island's unique flavors. Given its coastal location, fresh seafood is a must-try, with locally caught prawns, mud crabs, and barramundi being among the top choices. For a true Fraser Island experience, try a traditional Aussie beach barbecue. Enjoy grilled seafood or steak with fresh, locally sourced vegetables while taking in the breathtaking ocean views. As we conclude our journey through Fraser Island, I hope you've been captivated by its stunning landscapes, rich history, and delicious local flavors. Whether you're swimming in the pristine waters of Lake Mackenzie, driving along the famous 75-mile beach, or savoring a fresh seafood feast, Fraser Island offers an unforgettable experience. Have you ever visited Fraser Island, or is it on your travel bucket list? What part of this paradise excites you the most? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Atherton Tablelands. Atherton Tablelands, a breathtaking region in far north Queensland, Australia. Located just an hour's drive west of Cairns, this elevated plateau offers a refreshing escape from the tropical heat of the coast. With rolling green hills, stunning waterfalls, ancient rainforests, and fertile farmland, the Atherton Tablelands is a paradise for nature lovers and adventure seekers alike. Sitting at an altitude of 600 to 1,200 meters above sea level, the Atherton Tablelands enjoys a cooler climate, making it an ideal destination for exploring the great outdoors. The region is home to some of the most unique wildlife in Australia, including the elusive tree kangaroo and the vibrant Ulysses butterfly. The Atherton Tablelands is a land of ancient stories and remarkable history. For thousands of years, it has been home to the Djirbal and Ngadjonji Aboriginal people, who have a deep spiritual connection to the land. Their traditions, stories, and knowledge of the environment have been passed down through generations and continue to play a vital role in the region's cultural identity today. European settlement began in the late 1800s, with the arrival of explorers and settlers seeking fertile land for agriculture. The discovery of rich volcanic soil led to the development of dairy farming, coffee plantations, and fruit orchards, industries that still thrive in the region today. During World War II, the Atherton Tablelands became a key military training base, with thousands of Australian and American troops stationed in the area. Today, visitors can explore historical sites and museums that tell the fascinating story of the region's past. No visit to the Atherton Tablelands is complete without experiencing the beauty of Millar Falls, one of Australia's most iconic waterfalls. Nestled in lush rainforest along the famous waterfall circuit, this spectacular 18-meter-high cascade is a must-see destination for visitors. The crystal-clear pool at the base of the falls is perfect for swimming, offering a refreshing dip in pristine waters surrounded by tropical greenery. If you're feeling adventurous, take a short walk along the nearby trails to discover more hidden waterfalls, such as Zilly Falls and Ellinger Falls. Millar Falls is also famous for its postcard-perfect scenery, often featured in travel brochures and commercials. Don't forget your camera. This is one of the most photogenic spots in Queensland, and if you're lucky, you might even spot a platypus in the nearby streams, adding to the magical experience of this enchanting location. After a day of exploring, it's time to indulge in some of the Atherton Tablelands' finest flavors. The region is known for its exceptional local produce, including fresh dairy products, exotic fruits, and world-class coffee. One of the must-try experiences here is visiting a local coffee plantation. The Tablelands is home to some of Australia's best coffee farms, where you can sample rich, aromatic brews straight from the source. Stop by Skyberry Coffee or Jacques Coffee Plantation for a freshly roasted cup and a tour of the coffee-making process. As we wrap up our journey through the Atherton Tablelands, I hope you've been inspired by its breathtaking landscapes, rich history, and delicious local flavors. Whether you're chasing waterfalls, sipping on freshly brewed coffee, or exploring ancient rainforests, this region offers an unforgettable experience for every traveler. Sunshine Coast. Sunshine Coast, one of Australia's most breathtaking coastal destinations. Located in the southeastern part of Queensland, just an hour north of Brisbane, the Sunshine Coast stretches over 100 kilometres along the Coral Sea. It is renowned for its pristine beaches, lush hinterland, and relaxed coastal lifestyle, making it a favorite escape for travelers seeking both adventure and tranquility. The Sunshine Coast is divided into several charming regions, including the famous Noosa, Mooloolaba, Caloundra, and the picturesque hinterland towns of Malini and Montville. Whether you're a nature enthusiast, a foodie, or simply looking for a peaceful retreat, the Sunshine Coast has something for everyone. The Sunshine Coast has a rich history that dates back thousands of years, beginning with the Gubbi Gubbi people, the traditional custodians of the land. Their deep connection to the region's rivers, mountains, and coastline is evident in their Dreamtime stories, which have been passed down through generations. Today, visitors can still learn about their culture through indigenous art, guided experiences, and historical sites. European settlement began in the early 1800s, initially driven by timber harvesting and farming. The region later developed into a thriving tourism hotspot, with Noosa emerging as a world-class holiday destination in the mid-20th century. Today, the Sunshine Coast continues to attract visitors from around the world, drawn by its natural beauty, sustainable tourism, and vibrant arts and culinary scenes. One of the must-visit attractions on the Sunshine Coast is Noosa National Park, a coastal paradise that offers breathtaking views, stunning beaches, and abundant wildlife. This protected park, located just a short walk from Noosa Heads, features scenic walking trails that wind through eucalyptus forests, past rugged cliffs, and along pristine shorelines. The most popular trail is the Coastal Track, which leads to the famous Hell's Gates Lookout, offering panoramic views of the ocean. Along the way, keep an eye out for wild koalas resting in the trees and dolphins playing in the waves below. If you're lucky, you might even spot a migrating humpback whale during the winter months. After your hike, relax at Tea Tree Bay or Granite Bay, two secluded beaches with crystal clear waters, perfect for a refreshing swim. Noosa National Park is truly a slice of paradise, combining nature, adventure, and serenity all in one place. After a day of exploring, it's time to indulge in some of the Sunshine Coast's most delicious offerings. The region is known for its farm-fresh produce, world-class seafood, and artisanal delights that showcase the best of Queensland's flavours. One of the most iconic dishes to try is the famous mululaba prawns, fresh, sweet, and best enjoyed straight from the trawlers at Mululaba Wharf. Pair them with a crisp local white wine or a craft beer from one of the many award-winning breweries in the area. As we wrap up our tour of the Sunshine Coast, I hope you've been inspired by its stunning landscapes, rich cultural heritage, and incredible local flavors. Whether you're hiking through Noosa National Park, savoring fresh seafood by the beach, or exploring charming hinterland villages, this region offers an unforgettable experience for every traveler. Outback Queensland. Outback Queensland. Stretching across vast, sunburnt plains, this region covers a massive area in the western part of Queensland, far from the coastal cities. It is a land of red deserts, dramatic rock formations, winding rivers, and endless skies, where the true essence of the Australian bush comes to life. Outback Queensland is home to legendary cattle stations, historic towns, and stunning national parks. Despite its remoteness, it offers some of the most extraordinary adventures in Australia, from dinosaur fossil discoveries to iconic rodeos and breathtaking sunsets. The history of Outback Queensland is deeply rooted in Indigenous heritage, with the land being home to Aboriginal groups for tens of thousands of years. The local Indigenous communities, such as the Kalkadoon, Mitakudi, and Pitta Pitta people, have passed down their knowledge of the land, storytelling traditions, and rock art sites that still exist today. European settlement began in the 19th century, when explorers like Burke and Wills traversed the vast landscape in search of new land routes. The region soon became known for cattle grazing, with large sheep and cattle stations shaping the economy and culture. Over time, Outback Queensland earned its reputation as the birthplace of Australia's pioneering spirit, with iconic events such as the Australian Stockman's Hall of Fame in Longreach, paying tribute to the bushmen and women who built this land. One of the must-visit destinations in Outback Queensland is Longreach, a town that perfectly captures the essence of the Australian outback. Located about 200 kilometres from Brisbane, Longreach is known as the heart of the outback and is home to some of Australia's most famous heritage attractions. A visit to the Australian Stockman's Hall of Fame is a journey through time, showcasing the incredible stories of Australia's early pioneers, Indigenous history, and the resilience of those who lived off the land. You can experience live demonstrations of horse riding, whip cracking, and bush storytelling. Another highlight is the Qantas Founders Museum, where you can step inside a real Boeing 747 and learn about the origins of Australia's most famous airline, which was founded in this very town in 1920. And if you want to experience the true magic of the Outback, take a sunset cruise along the Thomson River, where you can enjoy stunning views, campfire dinners, and classic Aussie entertainment under a star-filled sky. No trip to Outback Queensland is complete without indulging in some hearty Outback cuisine. This region is known for its incredible beef, with locally sourced steaks being a must-try at any classic Outback pub. The famous Stockman's Pie, a rich and savoury meat pie, is another Outback favourite, best enjoyed with a side of mashed potatoes and gravy. As we conclude our journey through Outback Queensland, I hope you've been inspired by its rich history, breathtaking landscapes, and legendary hospitality. Whether you're exploring historic Longreach, tasting Outback flavors, or gazing at the endless night sky, this is a place that leaves a lasting impression. Great Barrier Reef. The Great Barrier Reef. Located off the northeastern coast of Australia, this incredible ecosystem stretches over 2,300 kilometers along Queensland's coastline. As the world's largest coral reef system, it comprises nearly 3,000 individual reefs and 900 islands, making it visible even from space. The Great Barrier Reef is home to an astonishing diversity of marine life, including over 1,500 species of fish, 6 of the world's 7 species of sea turtles, and more than 600 types of coral. With crystal clear waters, vibrant coral gardens, and an abundance of aquatic wildlife, this is truly a paradise for divers, snorkelers, and nature enthusiasts. The Great Barrier Reef is not only a natural marvel, but also a place of deep cultural significance. For over 60,000 years, the reef has been an essential part of the lives of the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, who have a profound spiritual connection to this vast marine environment. Their stories, passed down through generations, reflect their deep respect and stewardship for the land and sea. European exploration of the reef dates back to 1770, when Captain James Cook's ship, the Endeavour, ran aground on a coral reef near what is now Cooktown. Since then, the reef has become one of Australia's most iconic attractions, drawing millions of visitors every year. In 1981, it was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, further emphasizing its global importance. Today, conservation efforts are in place to protect this fragile ecosystem from climate change, pollution, and human impact. One of the most famous locations within the Great Barrier Reef is Heart Reef, a naturally formed coral formation shaped like a perfect heart. Located in the Whitsundays, this stunning landmark is best viewed from the air, making a scenic flight over the reef an unforgettable experience. For those looking to dive deeper, literally, popular snorkeling and diving spots include Agincourt Reef, Hardy Reef, and the Ribbon Reefs. Each of these locations offers vibrant coral formations, an abundance of marine life, and the chance to swim alongside manta rays, sea turtles, and even reef sharks. Whether you're an experienced diver or a first-time snorkeler, there's no better place to immerse yourself in the underwater world than the Great Barrier Reef. After an adventurous day exploring the reef, it's time to indulge in some of Queensland's most famous dishes. One must try is the deliciously fresh seafood, particularly the famous Moreton Bay bugs, succulent shellfish that are often grilled or served with garlic butter. As our journey to the Great Barrier Reef comes to an end, I hope you've been inspired by the beauty, history, and rich marine biodiversity of this extraordinary destination. Whether you're soaring above Heart Reef, snorkeling among the coral gardens, or indulging in Queensland's fresh seafood, the Great Barrier Reef offers an experience like no other. What part of the Great Barrier Reef excites you the most? Have you ever visited, or is it on your travel bucket list? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. From the vibrant cities of the coast to the timeless landscapes of the interior, Australia offers experiences that will transform your understanding of our world. The diversity of this continent is matched only by the warmth of its people and the richness of its cultural heritage. As you plan your Australian adventure, remember that the greatest journeys often take us off the beaten path. Leave room in your itinerary for unexpected discoveries and connections with locals who can share insights no guidebook can provide. Have you considered which Australian experience speaks most strongly to you? Is it the cosmopolitan energy of Sydney, the ancient spirituality of Uluru, or perhaps the underwater wonders of the Great Barrier Reef? Don't forget to check the link in the description for our exclusive deals on flights and accommodations. Australia may be a long journey, but I promise you, it's worth every mile. I wish you safe travels and unforgettable adventures in the land down under. Remember to subscribe to our channel for more travel guides and inspiration from around the world. Until next time.